Why did my roommate's parents demand to meet the guy who fixes their Wi-Fi? My roommate Sienna had been secretly dating Logan for 3 months. Her parents thought he was some tech support scammer because he'd helped them over the phone twice when their internet went down. They kept asking why she was wasting time with the computer repair guy and threatening to cut off her college funding if she didn't get serious about her future. It started during finals week when Sienna's laptop crashed. She was in tears with 3 papers due until Logan, a guy from her CS class, showed up. In 20 minutes, he recovered everything and sped up her laptop like new. Sienna's parents called right in the middle of it. When they heard a male voice in the background explaining technical stuff, they immediately assumed the worst. Her mom started interrogating her. Who is this person? How do you know he's not stealing your identity? Sienna tried explaining that Logan was different, but they wouldn't listen. Her mom would roll her eyes whenever his name came up during their weekly video calls. Her dad kept saying things like, I didn't work 2 jobs to put you through college so you could date some random tech support guy who probably dropped out of high school. It got worse when Sienna started spending more time with Logan. Her grades actually improved because he was basically tutoring her, but her parents saw it as a distraction. They started making comments about how she was throwing away her business degree for some geek who lives in his parents' basement. The breaking point came when Sienna mentioned Logan had fixed her parents' internet issues remotely. Her dad was convinced it was some elaborate scam. He's probably installed spyware on our router, he told her mom. This is how these scammers work. Last week, they drove 4 hours from their hometown to confront him. Sienna was having a full panic attack in our dorm room. She begged me to come as backup because she was terrified they'd embarrass her in front of Logan. We agreed to meet at this coffee shop downtown where at least there would be witnesses if things got ugly. Logan showed up in a hoodie and jeans, looking exactly like what they expected. He had his laptop bag slung over his shoulder and honestly looked like any other college student. Her dad immediately started the interrogation before Logan even sat down. So you fix computers for a living? Logan nodded calmly. How much does that pay? Because my daughter has expensive taste and big dreams. Sienna looked mortified. She was sinking into her chair trying to disappear. But Logan stayed completely calm, like he'd been through this before. Depends on the project. Last month was about $200,000. Her parents actually laughed out loud. Other customers started looking over. Her mom said, 200,000 what? Dollars? In your dreams, maybe. Her dad leaned forward aggressively. Listen, kid, I've been in business for 30 years. I know what computer repair guys make, and it's not fantasy numbers like that. Logan didn't get defensive. He just pulled out his phone and scrolled for a second. Then he turned the screen toward them. It was a news article, and his face was right there on the cover of Tech Weekly. The headline read, 23-year-old sells cybersecurity startup for $50 million. The silence was deafening. Her mom's coffee cup froze halfway to her lips. Her dad's jaw actually dropped. He grabbed the phone to look closer, like he thought it might be fake. I fix computers, Logan said with a slight smile, but I also created the software that protects half the banks in the city, including yours, probably. Sienna was grinning now, finally able to breathe. Mom, Dad, meet Logan Chen. He's the guy who's been sending you those security updates through your bank's app. Her parents sat there completely stunned. Her dad kept staring at the phone article. Her mom was doing that thing where she opens and closes her mouth like a fish. Then Logan casually mentioned he was looking at houses in their neighborhood, the same neighborhood they'd bragged about for years, talking about property values and how exclusive it was. Actually, he said, checking his phone, I just put an offer in on the Patterson place. You know, the big one with the circular driveway? They accepted it this morning. The Wi-Fi repair guy just bought the biggest house on their street.